What were you in a past life by month of birth? It turned out that the month of birth plays an important role in a person's life. According to experts, it is he who determines the fate of a person, his mission on earth, and can also tell who he was in a past life. Before watching, write me the month of your birth and subscribe to my channel, because I have a lot of useful information, and we start. So, people born in January did bad things to their brother or sister in the past, therefore, being born now, they should help them. It is most likely that a brother or sister born in January will have problems in many areas of life and will need his help. It will not be easy to cope with such a burden, since this is a karmic task. In addition, the relationship with a brother or sister will be tense and difficult, and you will have to work hard to get everything right. If a child was born in the family in January, then the second should also be born. It is important to allow the first child to work out his karmic task. If this does not happen, he will not be able to be successful and happy in any area of life. February children are marked by ugly deeds towards their grandparents. According to the laws of karma, those born in February will have a difficult relationship with their parents, or a grandson, granddaughter, will be forced to take care of their grandparents, devoting a lot of time and attention to them, sacrificing their own lives. It is important to cope with the task at a young age. Make concessions, establish connections, try to understand and help the elderly in every possible way. The mother of a person born in March is responsible for his worldview, attitude towards people, the ability to distinguish good from bad. This is important because those born in March, in the past incarnation, made a lot of mistakes, did not know how to properly build relationships with loved ones, caused suffering and pain to their surroundings. It is the mother who is called upon to correct the situation, because those born in March listen to her not only in childhood, but also being quite adult family people. However, often a mother behaves authoritatively, making it impossible to make her own decisions, and such motherly love leads to problems already in the family of a person born in March. Those born in April are karmically connected with their father, therefore, according to the law of karma, they are forced to share responsibility for his unseemly deeds. If the family is complete, then the child, by his existence, is able to make his father better and kinder. If the child has never seen his father, he will still feel a connection with him. It is not at all necessary to look for a father, but there will be a feeling that something is missing for peace and order in the soul and affairs. In any case, a person born in March will be responsible for the actions of his father, without being able to influence it. Those born in May come to their mothers, just like those born in April. However, the May ones bear the burden of her unsightly deeds. Mom is clearly far from not a gift, and is in a difficult relationship with her May child. If the mother continues to make mistakes in life, then the child will share all the consequences with her. Here, it is important for a child born in May to find a solution that would influence the behavior of the mother, to try to establish relationships with her. When the mother understands that the happiness and well-being of the child is in her own hands, everything will work out. Children born in June did not have a family in the last incarnation. They have no experience of family life, therefore, in order to get it, they are born in families with complex relationships between parents. The karmic task is to reconcile the conflicting parties, to learn to understand the role of a woman, a mother and a man, a father, to love and accept mother and father as they are, to try to instill this understanding and love in themselves, to learn not to be offended by parents. If this fails, then the June child will feel all this negativity already in his family life. Those born in July have a rather strange task. They must move their family to another city or country. The birth of a child in July means for the family that it is too stable, there is no development. Here we need new emotions and experience. It is important to note that those born in July have to travel a lot. On long-distance business trips, for example, either connect life with a foreigner with a subsequent departure to his homeland, or there is a desire to leave home on his own. Here it is important that the July person leaves not alone, but with one of the family members. In addition, you can create your own family, but already in a foreign land. However, if the move does not happen, then you need to start developing spiritually and intellectually, gaining new experience so that the intellect surpasses the level of intellect of the parents. Born in August, opens the eyes of his family to the fact that each of the spouses should have a different marriage partner, since this marriage will only bring suffering to both parents. The August child should seal this union, not take the side of the father or mother, not be a source of new conflicts. If the child does not cope with this task, then in his adult life he will repeat the fate of his parents, not finding mutual understanding and respect in the family. In addition, it can connect life with a very bad person. Children born in September are very talented, have imaginative thinking. The main task of such a person is to develop his talents, and parents, to identify and give the opportunity to develop these abilities. People born in September can glorify their family if they materialize past developments in the field of creativity. The task of those born in October is to increase the capital of the family. They always have a good job, good sources of income, but they have all this only as much as they allow the capital inherited from their parents to grow. Those born in October are often mercantile, because they know their task well and strive for financial growth. As children, they often conflict with their parents in an effort to only take, and having taken, already in adulthood, they try to sell as soon as possible. If you got an inheritance, and even in foreign currency, then it is better to invest your savings here and put it at interest. Later you will be able to purchase good real estate, land, etc. If you spend your inheritance, you will soon find that the money is slipping through your fingers, you are being hooked up at the workplace, your business has collapsed, and there are big health problems. November children strive to raise the status of their family. Hence the indestructible desire to get an education, find a prestigious partner, get married or get married in status. Parents should help such a child. It is important to set the bar for yourself, focusing on who the parents are. For example, if the mother is a doctor, then one should strive to become the head physician, and even better, the head of the hospital. November children are very successful in sports, because they love to overcome any kind of obstacles. In addition, they can show aggression, which is important to direct in the right direction, namely, to defeat a sports opponent. Those born in December are young souls who do not have debts to their family, and therefore are a priority for the higher forces. They do not have a strong connection with their parents, and in childhood these people are faced with the feeling that they had other moms and dads, so they move away from the current ones. Even as a child, he often says, "I will do it myself, I don't need help," but, becoming adults and facing problems, they accept this help if they ask for it themselves. By the way, those born in December often find themselves in difficult situations, and it is important for them to understand that they need to compromise and build relationships with their parents.